Hello people, this is Power here with the DX Ride Striker from Kamen Rider Zi-O. Supposedly this got released at the same time as Drive and Grease, and I wasn't aware of that. But because we need someone to pair up with the other review, I'm just going to review it now. So basically, Ride Striker is the bike of both Zi-O and Gates, but only here they show Zi-O. As you can see here, this is the Ride Watch mode, and this is the Ride Striker. Actual picture of Zi-O on the bike. Toeic picture of Zi-O on the bike. Nothing on the bottom. Their scanning thing I got from Monterake. So as you can see, they advertise the fact that you can use RKF Zi-O and Gates for Ride Striker, GQ Driver stuff, Ride Striker, and all that stuff. I don't have any RKF figures on my hand. What the heck was that? I don't have any RKF figures on hand, because nor ones that actually could ride on here, because I was initially going to get a Gates, but that got cancelled, so I'm not going to show any figures on the bikes. Well, so here we have the Ride Striker Ride Watch. I think this reads out as bike, so it's just kind of a bulkier ride watch. There's no sounds or anything, just to compare. Here's Zi-O, and as you can see, it's literally like the bulkiest ride watch we have. So there is a button, but then you can't press it. It's just kind of there for aesthetic reasons and such. But this does slot into the right slot. So let's just get into the transformation right away. So to transform it, you have to fold this out first. And this is how it's literally packaged in here, which I don't understand why. I think they only did this just so then the box is long. Anyway, so that's the first step. Then you split the face up like so. So you split this half to here. Then you have to do some weird stuff around here. So you have to like move this piece, but you also have to move the handles around, just like so. And then you move the wheel like that, and then you move the rail like so, which I forgot to look at because the rail is 081. And there's no QR code because you can't use this in Gambarizen and Butabaso. So yeah, here's Ride Striker, and I actually think it's a pretty nice bike. It's pretty typical. Bikes lately haven't been that appealing to me, honestly. I think the last one that kind of appealed to me was honestly Laser, but it can actually stand on its own. It rolls pretty well. As you can see, there's the common symbols all over this, even on the watch button itself. Then you get this half, which I actually think it's pretty decent. Then you get the Zi-O-like front, which is why it doesn't really work for Gates. And I got mine bent, so that's fun. But again, I don't have any RKF figures on hand. I really don't have any like sizable figures. Like I can pull off this like Ryu Kendo, but I heard he's not a great figure. So like size comparison, I think he might be a bit too small for this. Like, I honestly have not bothered to, like, actually put figures on here. Like, all I can say about this bike is that it's way better than the Cruise one, but yeah, Ryu Kendo just can't do it at all. I don't know, there's just something with his waist that he just wants to break apart, so I'll just quickly put him on his peg. Well, there's another Microman. I don't know anything about these, but those are just size comparisons. Kiri burning. I'm literally just pulling figures that are right next to me. No. Gosh. So, Kamakiri burning does not work. Yeah, I don't have any figures. There's Ryuki. He's too small. Yeah, I really don't have any figures that I can use, so we're just gonna convert it back into the Ride Watch form. I'm sorry if I took too much time with that, but if you actually do have RKF figures, then that's good for you. So, let's just get on with the watch compatibility. So obviously, because of the fact we have this thing, you can now become gates. So just put this up front and then put this back here. Put this back here. And now you can roleplay as gates, so you can transform and such. The thing, however, with this is that because of the fact this thing moves around, I think it's that if you put it up here, I don't know, like, yeah, okay. So if you put it here, it's first of all it's going to hit the watch, but then also it's just, again, this thing has a tendency of moving when you're trying to like get it out of here, like that. So it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a moment, but I haven't really had as much issues with that. With the GQ driver first by itself, because there's a specific reason as to why. Just slot it into the right. As you can see, the color is actually just light blue, and it's doing Zi-O's thing without the sound. And it just says Ride Striker with the revving of the bike. And then if we actually were to use Zi-O with it, this actually overwrites what this is doing. So if we were to attempt transform, so yeah, it'll just do whatever this is doing. This will think it's doing what it's supposed to do, but it doesn't. So then that means that we're going to attempt on using the Zax. Yeah, nothing, because of the fact nothing triggers anything. So yeah, that's basically it for Ride Striker. He doesn't do a lot, but if you have the RKF figures, then I'm pretty sure he will be fun to like transform into the bike and such. Or I specifically kind of got him just so then you can, you know, have Gates's like way of how he has his ride watch holder. And also just because it produces another sound for the Jigger driver, so I wouldn't say it's mandatory, but you could get him for like really cheap. Go for it. I think I got him for his retail price of $16. I didn't get him for cheap, so I'm not really as happy how much I got him for, but oh well. it's a harmless toy. So that's basically it. So this is PowerRider, and I'll leave you people.